So welcome back to
Samira's really pissing me off today.
If you're new, hi, we're The Internet is Dead. If you're one of the frat boys who subscribed yesterday, thank you very much. Thanks for getting me pizza.
I feel like I can't even hear anything.
I'm really pissing Brittany off right now.
Samira just asked me if I want to take pictures in the photo booth.
Yeah. I feel like that was sweet of me. I'm trying to fix our friendship.
What photo booth are you talking about?
Like the photo booth, like just in general.
I, Emma Burke, formally request Ovalle to be a guest on the Internet is Dead podcast.
And then she asked me if my cat wants to take pictures in the photo booth with us.
I said, Bug, do you want to take pictures in the photo booth?
Ew.
She just walked away.
Because you're grossing her out.
Bug's learning what a mixer is.
Ugh. I feel like I'm in a different world when I put the headphones on.
I like it.
I feel like I could like fall asleep in here.
I like the world that we're in when we have the headphones on. Maybe like this would fix our friendship if we just had headphones on all the time.
We're trying to fix our friendship right now.
Because we both had dreams last night where we got
mad
really mad at each other.
Wait, okay, can we tell?
Yeah.
In my dream, me and Samira and our friend Heather and I think a boy, I'm pretty sure it was like this guy Luther and Mitch, I think. And we were going somewhere on a train and then we were at the right stop to jump off. What?
I just lowered your voice in my earphone.
About to like get off the train. So we had to hop out of it like Divergent sort of to land somewhere. And we had a bunch of stuff. And I like went to drop my bags. And then Samira and like the other person who were in the train didn't want to hop out. But she didn't tell me until it was time to hop out. And she didn't even tell me. She just didn't hop out. So then I hopped out. And then I brought all my stuff with me. I'm pretty sure I had Bug. Like, I'm pretty sure Bug was in a case.
Aww.
And I had like a backpack of stuff and a bag. And Heather and Mitch were already out. And then I hopped back on being like, are you guys not coming? And then you didn't come and you didn't even say anything. And then I like got off. And then like there was a big portion of the dream that was just me like trying to like I was like for some reason like texting was taking a really long time. I feel like it's because like texting has been like harder for me since getting a new phone because I keep accidentally like leaning on it because it's slightly different inside. I keep accidentally leaning on like the numbers part of the keyboard and then the keyboard switches to the numbers and
that's really cool.
Yeah,
that's really interesting.
And then I was like writing in like sand or something. Like I was writing the letters I was like writing it out and like engraving it with my nail in like a fabric.
Oh,
like I was writing what I was writing, but then I was like writing it down just like out in the open so that then I could put it in a text after. And I sent it all in a text and I was just like really mad at you and I was like this is like a problem like that keeps happening over and over.
I
like
keep not jumping off trains.
No, it wasn't the train. It was the communication
the
about jumping off the train.
I know it was. God, I was making a joke.
And yeah, I was really upset that you didn't tell me. But then there were treasures and I opened it in a map in my head, and it was like a Minecraft map. And then I clicked on the treasure, and then it brought me to the treasure, and then it was a big cake. And then I put it in my inventory by clicking E.
So in my dream, we were recording a podcast, actually with the guest that we're having on today, who is our friend Emma. But we were recording a podcast.
I had to take it off, honestly.
Okay, you're doing what you were doing in my dream, bitch. We were recording a podcast with Emma, and also Marielle, our friend Marielle, was here recording with us for some reason. Like, she was also interviewing Emma. And literally every single time I started talking or had a thought to share, Brittany would talk over me and just take the thought and just like keep going. And she would do the same to Marielle, but it was like so much for me. And I literally got so mad that at one point
I was
just like,
so much for me.
And then in front of everyone, I was just like, no, fine, go ahead, talk. No, talk. I'm sure what you have to say is really interesting. She wants to get out. You're trapping her.
I love her.
Oh my God.
I love her. Come here. Yo, just say something.
She hates it.
Yo, just say that.
I'm gonna lose it.
That's so funny.
Oh my god. You're literally going insane.
Wait, hold on.
Ew.
Wait, you should say that. That's funny. Yeah, so if any of the frat boys are watching who Samira met last night, like, just so you know, I'm the other girl, and
I talked
you
about
guys
it.
probably, if you want to have a crush on me too, that'd be fun. Like you could try that.
They were really cool. I was asking the one if he could get Madison Beer on for us.
Don't go. Wait, could he? Did he get her number?
No, but he got like his like best friend is like friends with her brother.
Could you get?
I was asking him. He was like, no, probably not. Talking about how, because they were like all at like a rooftop party. Like it was like 30 people. And this was like back in like when she was 17, like in high school. And he was saying how it was like, she just wanted to be like, it's going to sound really dumb when I say it, but I think it's interesting.
Tell me.
How she just like genuinely wanted to be like a normal girl and how she didn't like that she was like famous.
Really?
And I was all, because I've seen this discourse online a lot about her where it's like being that pretty is a curse. Have you like, because it's like no one.
All right.
Because it's like, no, genuinely, because it's like, it doesn't matter like what she does in terms of like making music or like anything. Like it's like that's like what people associate her with.
Did he explain her wanting to be a normal girl? Like,
yeah,
how
like
did that?
he was like saying that it was just like really sad.
How did he know she wanted to be normal though?
I think he could just
Was
tell.
she like, I just want to be normal?
Yeah, I'm sure she said it in that voice. No, I don't know how.
Bug wants to be normal. Wait, do we have the phone plug in yet?
No, I didn't get it.
Samira!
I got it last time and it was the wrong
Samira
fucking
keeps
one.
not fucking getting the stuff we
Brittany,
need.
I'm sorry. What have you gotten? Who got the fucking mixer? Do you want me to tell everyone how much the mixer was?
Who saved our lives when we killed Liam Payne and posted all the social media after Maya Henry?
I literally got Maya Henry on the podcast.
No, you didn't.
Literally did.
I still was the one who emailed it.
I literally wrote the email and found out about her.
I edited the email.
And made the Maya Henry clips.
I edited
That
the
went
email.
viral. That went on the news. That literally went on the news.
I edited the email. I put my credentials in, and I was the one who
if
saved our lives.
If I hear you talk about your credentials one more time.
I saved our lives after people were trying to murder us after we killed Liam Payne. Who saved our lives? It was me. How did I do it? Posting TikToks.
You actually made it worse, I think. If I hear you talk about your credentials one more time, I'm going to literally...
I don't know if you guys could tell, but we've kind of been fighting over the podcast a little bit.
Yeah.
Wrong.
Oh, my new goal is for us to get on Barstool.
Oh, yeah. We were thinking about emailing Barstool because
Yeah.
we'd like be a different addition to their brand.
Barstool,
If
you're
anyone knows
watching
anyone at
this-
Barstool, please
Barstool.
like let us know about that.
Because look, we could rebrand it. And I think they need that.
They do need that for real. Bug, come here.
Have our own little room where we can record so we can do whatever we want to it.
Well, we need a window.
We'll get Dave Portnoy to build a window.
Okay. I'm down.
Okay.
Okay, so our guest today is our friend Emma.
Who's the girl of New York. She's the girl behind the boy.
She's the girl of New York, and yeah, she's kind of the girl behind the boy in a lot of different scenarios, and we're going to talk about that.
It's kind of all comes back to stan culture if you really think about it.
Yeah, so I have a podcast. Oh my God, that's so cool. What's it about? It's about the internet. We just kind of like interview people. Oh, that's so sick. Like, who have you had on? Oh, what do you like? Like, do you like music? Do you like... Basically, I'm reenacting conversations right now.
We'll continue it.
What do you like? Do you like music? Do you like comedy? Do you like internet stuff? I like comedy. Do you know who Kai Newman is? Wait, the name sounds familiar. Like, wait, is he like... And do you know who Drew and Enya are? Like, of Emergency Intercom? Oh my God, yes. Wait, I used to watch them on Vine. Like...
So I was sending my ex Jim and Pam edits yesterday.
Guys, we have a
This thing
soundboard.
needs to be quiet.
We have a soundboard now.
So we didn't realize that there were already programmed sounds into this. We can add our own, but there's other ones like this. I swear Bug hears it because her ears are like moving.
No, she does, I think.
And I think she can hear our voices in the mixer
I
because
think
her ears work so
in a
well.
different room.
Her ears work so well that she can hear us.
Yeah, she's a really smart cat. She's eating the flowers.
Wait, Bug when she
again.
eats the flowers?
True.
The dare when he does when he
The dare when girls.
Alex Senti when I swipe up on his Instagram story. Alex
No,
Senti,
this is Alex Senti when you swipe on his Instagram story.
Alex Senti when Elena swipes up on his Instagram story.
Yeah.
The dare when Emma when the scene
I have a really good one, but we can't keep it in.
Mira was like playing like the Dare's music to my cat, and then I was like,
You can't act like this when she gets here. I was like, I'm going to be your worst nightmare.
You must not be named.
Yeah.
Just kidding. It's all love.
Emma had a podcast called I Am a Genius.
Yes.
For anyone listening.
Yeah, that's kind of like, I think it's like lost
You might need to
media.
hold this closer to you, by the way.
I'm so sorry. I've been re-listening. Thank you. Okay.
Sorry.
Great. No. That's very helpful.
Yeah.
I was re-listening
You're right.
to episodes after I sent them to you, and you can totally hear that I like don't
Like, wasn't
my
holding the
wisdom
mic.
teeth are still in my mouth because I'm
Whoa.
like marble mouth. Like I was like, oh, this is like poverty.
Oh,
you can tell she's like poor.
I
Maybe that's
couldn't
why
hear
it didn't
that
get
at all.
big. Yeah. I think subscription is the way to go, unfortunately. For
Yeah.
like, or you could do some
Yeah.
sort of like core, because you have people on that are making stuff, right?
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
and like every episode is so dense with like culture, just the nature of the podcast and who you have on, like cultural. This is something that I wanted to do and couldn't get my shit together.
Yeah.
But like, if you had some sort of like corresponding Substack with like links to everything that was referenced or
Oh.
like work that maybe they haven't released or whatever, and then that's what people could pay for, where it's like.
Yeah.
Opt in, you know, but then you're still getting, because you make a lot of money off, because even if like 10 people subscribe, at least then you're gonna do 50, but you know, it's like
yeah,
Yeah.
like the internet is dead Substack, but it's like a paid subscription Substack.
That's an idea,
That is an
honestly.
idea. I do think maybe we should start putting episodes with bigger guests on Patreon and just making people pay for them.
yeah, do like a
I wonder about it though.
Yeah.
Well,
Like-
we could do like a
like
a
a fun-
part 2.
So-
Yeah, unbleeped episodes.
I'll start name dropping, and then you can.
Oh my
people
god.
can- You
Put
can
on
pay
Patreon.
$100.
Oh my god, that's so funny. I like
Okay,
that
yeah, can we
idea.
do that?
I think
Okay,
that
say
that
something
would help.
crazy so that we can bleep it and then put it on Patreon right now.
Okay, this is actually a good story, but you have to bleep it.
Yeah, we'll beep it.
But I actually don't know if I can say it. You have to like bleep out the whole thing.
Okay, I promise.
Okay.
I promise.
The very famous. Okay.
So I shouldn't leave in any of it.
No. Okay. So I'm gonna say this, and then I'll tell you stop, and then
Okay,
Okay.
yeah.
the very famous actor stop. Cut the rest.
Okay.
God! He was the guy.
Yes. Bleep part.
He's
Okay.
so.
It's
He was
contentious.
really hot.
So it's
Wait, why
not
is he trying
that-
to?
I have like you guys. He was
Oh.
doing like full.
Wait,
unclip.
how did you meet him?
So funny.
we like?
Oh
Wait, can I
my
see?
god, dude.
Wait, it's
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Where's-
Which we started. That's how we started talking. 'Cause now he's been calling me like nonstop.
Can I see?
Wait, what?
Wait, that's so funny because I
Yeah.
literally like he was
Oh
like so
my
many girls. It's like I would watch
God.
edits of him on YouTube.
He
I
was
feel
so
like
he was so hot.
he was
and
so
it was like
Are you gonna
hot.
do it?
Probably not.
Okay.
I've like been there, done that with like sleeping with.
Yeah,
Like celebrities.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
just like it's actually kind of. It's a
Yeah.
bad-
I feel like I'm maybe in my era where I'll
That's
like
how
totally.
I
think it's-
feel.
I think you
Yeah,
should totally
never
do
done it yet.
me neither.
Like
Well,
only.
you slept
Well,
with
I
me.
did.
That's
Yeah,
kind
so
of-
that's kind of like.
Totally, yes. That's good.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, a celebrity story I will tell you. I got winked at by Bad Bunny.
Oh my
Oh,
Which
god.
no one really believes that would lead. I
That
was
would
like-
lead to anything.
He winked at me, and I dropped my drink. We were like, he was like where that light was, and he winked
Oh
at
my
me.
God.
And he's like the only, like, I don't get starstruck
Yeah.
really, or I don't care, but I was
Yeah.
like, I've always been like, I want to fuck Bad Bunny so bad. Like, I just love how he's like kind of gay and like
Yeah.
he's always wearing like cozy
He has a really good
clothes.
persona. Like his
Yeah, I
like,
love the
yeah.
vibe. I love his music so much. And he winked at me, and I dropped my drink, and I turned around, and I was like, I'm gonna fuck. To my friend, I was like, Did you see that? I'm gonna fuck Bad Bunny. She was like, You absolutely are. It's happening.
Did you do it?
So I walked. Oh no. But I walked over. I was like, what am I gonna say? I was like, should I try to speak Spanish? Like, what am I gonna do? Like, I was like, also obviously blackout drunk, like so wasted. And so I turned around, and I started to walk over to him, and then Emily Ratajkowski intercepted and sat down next to
Where
him.
were
I
you?
was at a movie
That
premiere
bitch.
that I should not have been at. This is the whole thing.
Oh my
It's like,
god!
if you just hang
Can
out
you get
long
us
enough-
into there?
Yeah.
Into those?
I don't even have that. I can barely get my like. It's a wonder.
I feel like you're like at things like that. Like I see it on Instagram.
Yeah, like I am just like interested.
I see that on Instagram. I see it on
It's
Instagram.
bizarre.
I
It doesn't
see
make
that.
sense. It's
I am just,
useless.
like-
Well, you have been embedded in this scene for like a long time. I feel like, right?
Yeah.
That's
What
what
were you
I was
gonna
gonna
say?
ask
Yeah.
about. Like I am just like interested in like because you moved from Seattle, right?
I moved from
To New-
Portland.
From Portland. Okay.
Yeah.
So like just like when you moved to New York and then like when you started just kind of like being
Yeah,
involved
like what
in
did like the
things
scene
here.
look like and who was important and like stuff like
I
that.
feel like such a phony. Like I like this is gonna. I'm scared for this. Like, it's gonna be so like
No.
cringe and whatever. But I think. What did the scene look like? It definitely looked like the scene of like. Are you referring to like Dime Square? Like what was cool when we moved?
I
Like,
mean,
just like the
I guess-
art scene.
yeah,
in general,
I
feel
guess
like, and,
so,
like,
but
music.
just in general.
It has been really cool to see bands like. So like I always think about like Cooper Be Handy Lucy.
Oh yeah.
Like he was someone I was listening to like in Portland because he was in this like rap collective.
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
like,
People
we
in
knew
Philly
about.
really like him too.
Yeah.
Yes, and I think he's so cool and so talented and just like, and it's been so cool to see him kind of rise through the ranks, and it has been really fun to be like. I feel like when Harrison and I moved to New York, we were hanging out with like Water from Your Eyes and like Isaac's band, which no longer exists anymore. But they got everyone had their like kind of moment in this little like sort of. I feel like it was like Baby's All Right,
Yeah.
zone, and there was like a venue over here that doesn't exist anymore that we would go see shows.
What
at.
venue?
I forget what it was called now. I want to say The Smell, but that's the LA one. I can't remember, but it was like upstairs. But it was cool. I think the music scene, it's like been really sweet to see like all these people kind of like the
evolve,
Frost
yeah.
children. It's like
Yeah.
everyone's like getting their flowers now, which is
Yeah.
cool. It's, like-
Yeah.
and they have been working so hard now for so long.
Listening to your episode with Harrison, because okay, Emma's old podcast, I listened to like some of the old episodes on Patreon. I'm a genius. And she has an episode with Harrison the Dare.
Because you used to date.
We used to do it
and-
before the dare.
And I was
stuff.
telling her like when she got here, like first of all, that episode made me like him
Yeah.
because I was just like, oh my god, when you put a guy in a room with his ex-girlfriend and she's like, so like, what do you like think about us?
Yeah.
Like there was something specific I wrote down in my notes that you said to him that I like really reminded me of us. Hold on.
Oh yeah.
Wait,
I
I don't
remember
remember
this.
this at all. But
It
I
was-
remember we recorded that on the hottest day of the year, and he was wearing a Deadpool hat and nothing else. Like
Oh
his
my God.
Underwear, and I was wearing. I think I had a weird hat on too, and then Isaac was like shirtless also. Like it was just
Wait, that sounds
Wait,
so
yeah, I
fun.
remember
we
you
were
guys
all really
talking
sweaty
about
and
this.
tired. Yeah, that's the only thing
Yeah.
I remember about it.
Oh my god.
You said,
again.
oh, you were like, do you think I'm normal? Do you think of me as a normal person? And you were like,
Oh, that's
I think
an
you're
interesting
normal.
question.
Like, blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, wow, this is so funny because I feel like this is such like an like you're on a podcast with your ex-girlfriend. Like,
Yeah.
that's such an ex-girlfriend like thing to
Totally, it's
say.
so annoying.
Because I feel like
Yeah.
that's the conversations I have with my exes where I'm like, do you think I'm normal? Like, you know what I mean?
Well, especially I think when
Yeah.
you maintain friendships, you're really like, yeah, what do you think of me? Like you kind
Yeah.
of forget.
Yeah.
It's like, wait, what is going on here? So it's important to check in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Important to check in.
And they love when you do that.
But
They
yeah,
love it.
that really made me like him. What was I gonna say though? Because that was just my segue.
I
That's
was gonna.
nice.
I think maybe what you were gonna say was that like it was interesting because it was also like that was like just when Girls had come out.
Yeah,
Oh
girls
yeah, that
Yeah.
is what I was gonna
out,
say.
yeah.
Because
Which
it
is just,
was
like,
also
weird.
just
Yeah.
2022, I think, when
I think so.
you guys recorded that,
It's all a
and
blur.
you
all
guys
a
were
blur.
talking about like the scene then, and it was also funny listening because like Harrison was like, yeah, like Smurs and
Wow,
Bar
yeah.
Italia and stuff, and I was just like, wow, this is funny because it doesn't really feel like that much has changed. Like people are still obsessed with those bands, but they
Yeah.
maybe have just like also gotten their flowers in a
Yeah,
way.
totally. No, I don't think a ton has changed, which is kind of nice. It's cool to see. It's cool like when meritocracy is a thing, where it's like if you do actually work really hard and like put in a lot of time and effort. I think all those. What's sad that I'm sure all of those bands, even the ones that are the most successful, wish they're making more money. Like financially, I can't speak to that, but like in terms of being known, it has been cool to see just like start them sort of becoming more enmeshed in larger culture.
Yeah.
Which is exciting. But I think there, the sort of politics, like during COVID, obviously it was like, and with like Red Scare and like all those people like becoming more famous too, like, and just like the COVID Dime Square, like moment was bizarre. And,
Yeah.
and I think the sort of politics are less at the forefront of everything. I
Well,
think
did you
people are-
come into it like during that? Like, when did you come into it?
I don't really know what happened.
Yeah.
I feel like I fried my brain and have like repressed a lot. I mean, I'm like I really shouldn't be speaking about any of this. Like I am like Forrest Gump. I'm in the background of all this stuff, but it's like
but,
random.
I mean, I feel like you
the
witnessed
people in
a
the
lot.
background are also like the people that a lot of the times are like really like you like without them like it wouldn't exist.
Yes.
In the way that
Yeah.
it does,
Yes,
you
exactly.
Well,
know?
I think you were the girl behind the board.
I think so,
That's
too.
what we were going to
Thank you
talk
so
about.
much.
Yeah.
Yes.
and the girl of New York we were talking about. Yeah,
That is so nice and
I
so
think-
deeply not true, you guys.
No,
Like,
it
you've been,
literally
like,
because
that
that
was
conversation
also
we
something
had.
when we first
misled.
met. I
Yeah,
feel
like that conversation we had when we first met
Yeah.
was like we were like, she's the coolest girl.
Yes,
So
because it was
nice.
also
Yeah.
I feel like very that was like right after we had both moved here. I feel like that we had met you, and it was like we were still meeting a lot of people who just like weren't really normal or just like having like good like I feel like that was
I hadn't
the
even.
first,
I don't think I even like knew I was moving yet.
yeah I don't think
Yeah.
so. Like
Oh,
I
wow.
just moved
Yeah.
here.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
That was like the
Yeah.
first deep conversation I feel like
Wait, that
I
is
like we
really-
had.
Well, because
That's awesome.
We were
and
like,
and also I'm sorry. Like, I feel like that's not how it should be.
I feel like now it's better. It's gotten
Yeah.
better. Like we've met more people and like
Yeah.
have
I mean,
had-
it's just
yeah.
interesting here. I would say in terms
Yeah.
of that, because like there is just like a lot of walls up. I think for people.
Interesting. I mean, it is you just yeah. I mean, being new to a city is really hard.
Yeah.
but
But I
also
think that's why this is nice because you have an opportunity to sort of like structure conversations with people you think are cool. And get to
Yeah.
learn about them and you know I think this is actually like a kind of a useful way of integrating yourself and
Yeah.
meeting people too.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
But
you.
I
yeah.
feel like we were doing this for so long before we came that like it kind of already felt like we were here in a way, or like we
I
were
feel like
already
you guys are extremely
integrated.
plugged in. You're all over. I see
you.
you on Instagram
Thank you.
too. You're going to events. You're hanging out with the Dare. I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on. Which one is?
Oh my god. Oh, we don't have our headphones on.
But I just wanted to
The making of sound.
Yeah, we
wait.
have a
Here, can you put this on for a
soundboard.
second?
Oh my God.
Say that again.
What did I say?
You just said you're hanging out with the Dare. Can you say that again?
Yeah, you're hanging out with the Dare.
Me when I'm hanging out with the Dare.
Wait, me when I'm hanging out with the Dare? Wait, I'm.
Wait, me if I'm Emma and I'm hanging out with the Dare.
Yeah, it's like an angry womp womp. No, just, yeah. It's all love.
Wait, me if,
truly.
me
It's all very
if-
talented.
Me if I'm me
Yes.
and I'm hanging out with the Dare. Get
Yeah.
it? Because I had okay.
Oh my god, you cannot leave that in.
I know I'm gonna bleep it.
That's the bleeping. The bleeping is
The
fun.
bleeping
I
is
know.
funny. This is gonna be like our most bleeped episode. I feel like.
Yeah, I think so. Because also I was listening to
yeah.
how much you guys were bleeping in your episode, and I was like, we should do that.
I know,
Yeah.
but that sucks. You got like it's like not. It's It's like the worst
It's like
content ever. 'cause
to
you're
listen
like,
to because you're just like, I don't
First
know
of
what the
all, no
fuck you guys
I
are
know.
talking
barely
about.
care anyway. Like,
Yeah.
and then to be like, okay, like this random girl is like, it's like truly bad. It's a bad way to produce content. But,
Well, also because you work as a librarian now
Yeah.
in a school, which is like also I remember you telling us that, and I was like, oh, that's like really cool that that's just like what you do now. Is
it's
like
the best
your
job ever. Yeah. I feel lucky because I think that this particular position at this institution, I've been able to sort of integrate the stuff from my other funny,
Yeah.
dumb, like, not checkered, but like colorful past of like working in fashion and art into
Yeah.
the school. And like I got to teach a class last year that was called Considering Cool, where we talked about like trends and
Whoa.
trend forecasting with the kids, and we brought them to like Vogue, and we brought them to Cafe Forgot.
Wait,
Oh
that's so
my-
fun.
It was really
You brought the
fun.
kids to Cafe Forgot. You're fucking like eating their brains.
Yeah,
No,
I know.
you're
It is
saving
like
their
indoctrination. Yeah, and
That's
like,
so
like,
scary.
whatever. Yeah, but it's good.
It's cool though.
It's cool,
yeah.
and I think it also is. It's like like in my memory, I basically have dementia now from like the way that I live my life. and
Yeah,
just,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
But like being able to sort of capture through teens,
Yeah.
like what is happening right now because they're so receptive and they have their own cool ideas and like whatever. I feel very grateful to be able to sort of like bring in my cool friends that are doing
Yeah.
cool stuff into an educational space. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun,
Wait, so
yeah.
were you working in like you were working in fashion and art and like just like different spaces in that realm before, or
Yeah, I had
like
a bunch of dumb jobs. I like worked. I was a fit model for a brand, that was like how I met like a lot of people too.
Okay.
Because I just got to go to these fancy fun parties and walk in
Oh,
fashion
so
fun.
shows and
Yeah.
stuff, which is it is so fun. It's like getting your makeup done is fun and like
Yeah.
getting to like
whenever I watch like Olivia Jade's YouTube video,
Oh my God.
Yeah, totally.
and literally in every single video, she's like, she's like, I just got back from Pilates, and like Glam is coming over to
I love
like
getting
do my hair and
Glam.
makeup. I was like,
I
I'm
know.
gonna, like literally like go through the screen and
You're
like
like-
choke
you're
her
like-
out.
like-
Yes,
Yeah.
I know. It is awesome, and it's cool, and people. Yeah, it's fun, especially
Yeah.
when it's like I was like, this is never gonna be my life.
Yeah.
Like I had this like crazy. Because I also got this. I was like the way that I modeled was so like runoff Midland, like just regular looking people, you know. It's like it was like you had like the hot freaks when middle agency started, and then like by the time I started doing it, it was just like they're like, yeah, I guess any girl can do this now. It was kind of vibe. Like I was definitely not like, I was always like the
It's kind of like the freak show.
Yes, exactly. That's what it was. Yeah, like the regular casting thing, doing that. And then I worked at Gagosian for a while, the art gallery, which was really cool in the archives. And again, that was just like proximity to big name artists, and I learned a lot about art and people, and and then I feel like I've just like been and then I have a lot of friends who work in fashion art as subsequently, and like so they bring me to these like fancy events, and I'm just like the random like +1 forever, which I think is like the best place to be in life. I think because it's like you can act however you want there, and it doesn't matter, you know. It's like you get to experience the fun cultural
and then
stuff
you have I'll bleep this trying to have sex with you.
Yes,
it's true.
Yeah,
which is huge.
Which is really important.
Cool, yeah,
I feel like that's kind of similar to what I experienced in Philly, because like Brittany was like she like ran a publication in the Philly DIY music scene.
Cool.
Yeah, and so I feel like in the beginning of it was a lot of like us going to shows together, and it was like because it was called Rap Pie, so it's like like Rap Pie, and then I was just kind of like tagging along, and then it was like, but then I feel like I also was like kind of became just like part of that scene.
Yeah.
But I feel like when we first met you and you were just like talking about like your experience in New York, it felt very similar to our experience in Philly of the DIY music scene, and how like a lot of the times I feel like we were the ones like taking something that a band said or like taking a joke and running with it, and then
like
it
in a crazy way,
and
like
then
getting it
becoming
to where it was.
Like a huge thing,
totally,
which is like so interesting.
I've definitely I don't know.
Yeah.
I need a more specific prompt to speak on that.
Oh my god. Thing. Well, yeah. I was gonna like, do you want to talk about like the streetwear story?
Yeah, we can talk
because
about
that kind of to me was like, oh, this is like you doing something, and then like someone else like running with it in this way.
Totally. Which I also think it's like, you know, I'm not a create. Like I don't want to make anything. I don't want to be famous. I don't. Yeah. I like love being anonymous, like whatever, so it's like I would never make these things or do these things, so it's like,
it's like okay, sure, like go ahead, yeah,
but it is funny really to like exist then in the space of being like it kind of was my idea a little bit, and it's like obviously I'm not gonna like, I think I'm not the kind of person that would like take to the public forum
like
to
social
be like
media,
that was all me, because it's like not enough even to like whatever. But yeah, the street basically I hooked up with a guy a long time right when I first moved to New York, and I showed him a bag that I made that had Brad Renfro's mugshot on it, and then like lyrics to a Fatboy Slim song over it in a very specific font. And he was like, this is so cool. I took a photo of it. And then 6 months later, he had a streetwear brand that was like very similar. And I was like, oh my God. But I was like, this is so cringe and like whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like now they have a lot of money, which is great. But it was like, I was like, oh wow, I guess you do kind of have to like be a little bit protective. Like, like people don't put people on necessarily, which is fine. And again, it's like, I would never have done that or pursued that. So God, I really hope I don't get. Also, once you turn 30, it's like that's when people start like filing lawsuits. Like,
so now you really have to like watch out.
You can talk shit up until then, and now I'm like, oh, everyone has money to sue the shit out of me if I keep like drinking too many tequila sodas, and, like, running my mouth about
and then
how I was amused.
Wait, well, didn't you also? And I can bleep this out, but didn't you also like something? Can I say that or no?
I'll decide.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like once you're a teacher, also I'm sort of like you gotta be careful.
Yeah,
that to
makes
me
sense.
Is interesting too, of just like the idea of having like a digital footprint and like that, because I feel like I think about this a lot. I've been thinking about this a lot recently of how when we were younger and social media was just becoming a thing, the internet was just becoming a thing, like parents and teachers would be like, be careful what you say online, it's going to be there forever. And now it's like everyone has so much shit online that it's like that's not a thing
we
anymore.
all canceled each other out pretty much.
And like teachers are like TikTokers and like,
well, it's also hard when like when this is like such a lib like, but like when the president of the United States is tweeting like you're a fat pig,
no,
like
exactly.
at the vice president, it's like, okay, obviously you can't use the example of like if you want to be a politician then you got to be careful. It's like clearly it actually is maybe helpful.
We can actually all do anything we want now. Seems like.
And I do worry for my own students. Like I think just like I don't think we even just like from a data collection perspective, it's like people don't really have any control over anything. And just like with the AI video, it's like it is a little bit scary now how much information is out there, and like the use of ChatGPT, people are entering so much personal information for ease, and it's like we don't really know yet the effects of that long term.
Yeah.
'Cause it's a new thing, and I do worry. But all my stuff is super private, which I like. Which again is like not. This is gonna be a shitty episode because I'm just like
No.
Oh my god,
yeah.
it's not.
I mean, I feel like kind of like building off of that of like just like being a teacher, and like I am curious in working at school of just like how you've seen like with AI and everything, like just like kids like go awful.
Yeah, I mean, I have a lot of faith in the youth. Like, I think that as long as like kids are curious, which I think they always kind of will be, like we'll probably be okay, you know. And like, and I work at a school right now where they're in terms of like ChatGPT use for like assignments and stuff. It's like these kids are so motivated to like be like the best ever.
Yeah.
And so I think that they're definitely using it because every person is. But I think that they're like they still know, they're a generation that still understands that like intellectually it's not developing. It's not making them smarter, you know, whatever. I've worked at schools too where kids don't have the privilege really of being curious or motivated, and so for them it's like school is just like we're white knuckling our way through it, and which I sympathetic with, and it's what I fear is this sort of like curiosity gap of like kids that don't have enough time or resources to like be good thinkers or like aren't motivated to be good thinkers, like really relying on AI and the algorithm to feed them information. So they're just like not using their brains in the same way that kids that are like, richer and have more access to resources are able to do.
Yeah.
That's my concern. I mean, I can get really nihilistic about it. Like, I mean, you guys are young. Do you feel like, do you see people your age like, do you feel like your brains are rotting? Like, what do you think?
I do.
I feel like I see it in other people.
Do you guys use AI stuff?
Well, okay.
Sometimes. Well, do you want to explain your?
Speaking of,
This is like not.
this is actually
related,
super on topic to everything we've been talking about so far.
but it's funny.
The only like time I used AI was because Maddie got me on Sora.
Oh yeah.
And I have used ChatGPT a little bit, but like not in a crazy way. He got me on Sora.
Sora does make I had like
and
one
he
night where I was like, this is the best thing ever.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
That's what you guys
but it's so
had.
monkey brain. You're like, that's me doing this thing. You know? It's
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
but it feels awesome.
I made a video.
Yeah.
He got me on it. It was definitely his like worst nightmare, and he like
His
regretted it
biggest
immediately.
regret, and
Like,
not only him,
like why would
all
you
of his
do
friends
that?
regretted it too.
Like,
I feel
genuinely,
yeah.
why would you get me on there when you
Yeah.
know what I will do? And as soon as I got on there, I was like, okay, I know what I'm gonna make. Oh my god! and I can like edit it in because I think it's really funny. I can show you also.
Wait, I want to see.
It's really
I can show
good.
you my Sora video.
So
Oh my God.
it's a video of. First, it's like kind of like a trilogy series.
It's kind of a whole series.
It's kind of a trilogy, except it's more
Oh,
than 3, I
love.
think. But
I'm so excited to see.
so basically, I made a video of me like walking in a funny bar, and then he's behind the bar, and then I walk over and I spill pizza on him. And
this
then
is, see, this is dangerous. Like,
Yeah.
being able to
And
like,
then-
enact like rageful fantasies over
Yeah.
guys you've hooked up with. Like, I'm so happy that I didn't have access to that when I was 20.
Yeah,
Because it would've
literally.
been
But this is
really
like the only
bad.
thing I wanted to make on it, I feel like. And then after I made that, I was like, well, okay, this is actually evil, and I'm getting off this.
Right.
It's
Like,
scary.
I've drained an entire like well in Venezuela to like.
And now that I've made my jokes about Maddie and his brother, I can get off there. But okay, so let me maybe I can like, or maybe I'll just add it in.
Just
I
add it
love
in.
About done polishing these?
Hey, special delivery.
Oh, thanks. Just said it. What?
Relax, it's funny bar.
Are you kidding me right now?
Lighten up. It's just pizza.
I
Doesn't
just
this
cleaned
seem
this
so
shirt. It's not
realistic?
funny. Why would
It's
you do that? I
really
can't-
real.
And
That's
then
really
okay,
good.
so then there was that, and then I made like a reaction one.
Wait, hold on. Too late. Oh, no, wait. Did you see that?
And then they all start chanting.
Love.
Dare's little brother,
The
y'all.
Dare's little brother.
Oh no,
wait,
Maddie!
wait,
I can imagine he did not respond super positively.
No, he actually wasn't mad. He's been in a not mad
Are you
era.
kidding me? That's it. You're out.
Hey, I was just
What
messing
shit?
around.
Is the Dare's little brother gonna cry? Keep it up.
Does the Dare's little brother need his mommy? Whatever.
Oh my god!
And then there's apology video.
I'm really sorry about the
But it,
pizza
like-
thing earlier.
I shouldn't have let it slide out of the box.
But
I'll
it
grab
like
another
makes
one
up our
next time.
lines.
It's fine. I work at Funny Bar. I've cleaned up way worse. And yeah, I'm the Dare's little brother, so messes kind of come
I
with
like
the
when it
territory.
gets confused.
Yeah.
I've been inserting myself into like historical. Like I did one where I was like walking the. I'll show you guys.
I like the historical. Well, didn't you also have one where you were like, it was like
This is so
Harrison and Maddie? Like, can I say that or no?
Wait, yeah,
It was like them like fighting over, or like him wanting
I was
to
like-
hook up with you.
yeah, I was like, ooh, have a conversation between Maddie and his brother where he's asking for permission to go on a date with me.
Yeah, Maddie didn't like that
I just
one.
like took
Yeah.
it really far, like, and was trying to annoy the shit out of Maddie.
I do actually worry about like, I mean, people have always had avenues to like enact psychosis since the dawn of time, but like it's the worst time for anyone on the brink right now.
Yes.
Like, or even just like I'm like, I've been a little crazy in relationships, and like I totally would be like, wow, I found this video of him beating me. I don't know,
That's weird.
Really
I don't know where.
Really
Where's
interesting.
that? What?
This is really interesting.
This is interesting. Interesting how I stepped on the camera and then you did this.
Yeah, it's like that is gonna be. It's gonna be really bad.
I was gonna say before you show this, I think that's really interesting because I have been meaning to bring this up on the podcast. Of like, I feel like when I was in high school, me and my friends were so like, oh, I'm gonna like go through psychosis and like do these like really annoying things, and we were like those people in school always. I feel like my friend group has always been that. And in school there was this app called Plotagon. I don't know if anyone knows like actually use this, but it was like literally like basically you just like made a like character, you could write out a script and like have people enact things. And there was this like one,
but so dangerous
like,
for teens.
it was because like there was like a like drama moment in my high school a freshman year where these girls were vaping in the bathroom, and I was like, I know what to do. And I like downloaded this app and I recreated the scene of them like getting mad at me for like saying that they were vaping in the bathroom, and it was like this whole thing in school where everyone started using it. Cool. And it was just like, it reminds me a lot of this because it's like, okay, this is like just like an easier like route to that.
Oh yeah.
And like,
yeah, well, and people are just like visual. Like, was that a visual? It wasn't a visual.
Yeah, it was like a video.
Okay, totally.
Yeah.
I think people now just are like, so I mean, it is really hard to determine. Also, it's getting better and better,
it's really scary.
It's really scary.
Yeah.
I mean, I was talking to this guy who's so cool. I forget his name. He came into the school where I work to talk about, he works for, and he's a lawyer, and he works, he mostly does like wrongful convictions.
Okay.
And gets people out of prison, and he was talking about, and he works for the Innocence Project, and he was talking about AI, and he was like, yeah, I mean, like, this is gonna, for wrongful convictions, this is gonna be horrible. It's like, with the advent now of like, now we have DNA testing that can get people off, but you also have all this opportunity for people to like falsify information in a way that like a lot of people that are working in law probably won't have the knowledge to determine, or like jurors, it'll be like really hard to like, because once you see something too, it's like in your brain.
Yeah. Well, I wonder how that works in terms of like people deciphering if something's like real. Like,
well, that's the thing, we haven't figured it out like at all, and it's like just really scary that it's like progressing.
Well, you can scan like the origins of a video kind of, so I feel like it'll probably
also, like, you can change metadata super easily.
Yeah.
Like where there's a will, there's a way, and it's like now, but he was also saying, he was like, the Innocence Project gets like so many applications, and they have like so much like bureaucracy to sort through, and he was like, we've been using it for like data collection and organization, which like has helped and expedited the process of getting people out of prison.
Had to take that off.
Yeah, I just wanted to see what it sounded like in there.
Welcome back.
There's just like clown music playing. We're gonna have to start over. I
just want to make sure that we were all good. No, but that is really interesting. I think about
I still wanted to see your video also.
Oh yeah. Oh my
God.
No, that's fine.
Because I like, yeah, I think like the whole, just like the evolution of that, because it's like, it's not like there's like, it is just that, oh, now this has evolved into something that is like way closer to reality, and like I feel like kids were always doing this sort of thing in a way, or maybe they weren't and I was just crazy, but
no, I think they were
totally. And kids are like so smart and funny and weird, and like, well, just any tool you give them for the most part, they can use it for good or for evil, and it's up to me as an educator to make sure it's only good. This was me escorting the Little Rock 9 into school.
Oh my fucking God.
It'll also just be like for like white savior mom, like libs on Facebook.
Wait,
like moms like wearing pussy hats, like being like, I don't know, like fighting Trump. Like, it's
that's
like,
so
this
funny.
is like me and my friend Sam on the Titanic.
Oh my God.
His is the best though. He put himself in the Zapruder film, which I think is my favorite.
Like the difference of like you using it for historical, like,
I know,
and then you using it for like funny bar, Natty and the Dare.
No.
Well, obviously, what else would I do with an app like that?
Yeah, that's how you make a name for yourself.
Hi, sweetie. Bug, do you want to come to the recording?
Come really here. Cute cat. Come here. What's the cat's name?
This is Bug.
Bug, hello.
Hi, sweetie.
She's the sweetest cat in the world.
Do you want to be on Sora?
There's so much information on her tag.
Yeah. That's another thing that my ex jokes about. I said this earlier. My ex calls Maddie the truth. Because he's like the anyways, my ex is always like, she doesn't like it, it's too heavy.
Dawn would say that.
Sorry, there was no reason for me to say that.
She's thick though, she knows she can carry herself.
Yeah, no, Heather would always call her fat.
She's not, she's skinny.
She's just got like a donk. It's cool.
Yeah.
A skinny cat nobody wants, really.
That's true.
But she does like her tags.
I think so.
And
yeah, she's totally. I was just impressed with how much
Just,
like
yeah.
information was on that
Yeah.
little
Yeah.
How much it can hold.
But I was like, while we were talking, I was just thinking about this. It is like genuinely scary, and it scares me about myself. Just thinking about, because I'm like reflecting on like, oh, like it even like I feel like it ties into like the whole like, oh, in Philly we were like making jokes about things and like running with them in this way. Like I feel like we turned a lot of bands into memes, and then their songs would like do really
actually
well.
blow up.
Totally.
Yeah.
Like we did this with like Dead Love Triangle. If anyone knows the song Makeout Party,
has like a lot of streams on Spotify.
lots of streams,
and we would,
and
like,
you want
just
to know
joke
who was
about it a
who
lot.
got us who got everyone saying the words every 5 minutes? So yeah, it was us.
It was us.
Anyways, but
I mean, that is important. I feel like that's also like an interesting thing. Well, there's like that Fran Lebowitz talks about like you know the AIDS crisis and like how that like killed like an entire generation of like consumers, and, like,
Yeah.
really, like, patrons of the arts and stuff. And that was kind of like, and I do think that's all the time. Like I think that was like that changed culture in a really negative way that we're still seeing the effects of in terms of like appreciating fan culture in a normal way. Like now fan culture is so demented and parasocial and like kind of like perverse, you know. And I think there is so much like just anyone can kind of be famous, if people like are prioritizing that over just like consuming and like being a part of these like communities. Like this is like you're just a very Gen X thing too, right? Where it's like making like a DIY publication and like making jokes about bands and like being like a part of it, you know?
yeah.
That's a kind of a dying population, I think.
That is interesting. Like I feel like the thing I was like thinking about it with myself is like, wow, it's kind of scary. I've always been this way. Because even thinking about the thing in high school of like making like the videos and like when that wasn't really even a thing, but that is like really interesting because it. Thank you, thank you.
You're observing and you're creating.
You're noting.
But it is scary because it's like I also think the way that people have progressed into like memifying everything, because the way that like people were doing that with like Zoran when he won on Twitter, like the way that like people were like after the primaries, like everyone was like making like 9/11 jokes about Zoran like on Twitter, but people who liked him, but it's just like everything's a joke at this point. And it's weird to like trace back to that and think about it in my personal experience and be like, wow, I like really
and
like
it's
it's scary that I was doing this forever.
I'm like enough of a sort of like, I was on the millennial, I was old enough at that point to like sincerity too, you know, like the whole tweet thing. Like I was all for sincerity, and like the irony thing was like a new development.
Well,
I was, like,
were you super online? Like
extremely.
Okay, so
what
parts of the internet?
Well, I'm really curious to hear what you guys, because how old are you guys again?
We're both 24. I'm about to
24.
be 25.
Oh yeah, your birthday party. So I'm really excited.
You have to come.
I'll be there. So, it's gonna be great.
Wait, I'm so excited.
Yeah, it'll be so cute. I pre-algorithm, right? So like I was like on Tumblr and MySpace, and like I played like Habbo Hotel, and like, I was on like Gaia Online, and like it was like very early social network stuff, where it was like I found so much cool stuff by just like digging around and poking. And I was on like a ton of like music I was on a Gilmore Girls. I was the moderator of Gilmore Girls.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Stop.
9 years
I
old.
love
Yeah.
that.
So there was a lot of like.
And you were having like sex on Habbo Hotel. You're saying?
Yes. Yeah. I was having cyber sex every day.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like totally like early internet parents' nightmare, where they're like, you don't know what your kids are doing. And I was doing exactly that. Like,
Yeah.
Certainly like having.
That was what I was doing on Omegle.
Well, people would do it on Club Penguin too, and like
It
Animal
was harder
Jam.
on Club Penguin because they would blow.
Yeah,
I would do it on
They would
Fantage.
kick you out of rooms.
I would
but-
do it on Fantage. I would like invite guys back to my house.
Yeah, totally. And it
Did
was,
you
like,
have cyber sex?
Yeah, on Omegle.
Actually, though, like you'd be like,
Yeah,
you would type stuff.
I like how you're like asking the question, and then you're just like,
like,
and
how
I'm like
do you-
yes,
how
and then
do
you're
you
like
do this?
asking like
Yeah.
the
I was just
description.
wondering.
Walk me through
Yeah.
how you do.
I was just
cyber
wondering.
sex.
No, I
Yeah.
was. Yeah.
Because I feel like you made it sound like before when we've talked about this that you would like kind of just like flirt.
No, like
didn't know you
was
were, like,
full,
typing
I was
stuff out.
fully like in like helping like old men indulge in like.
I didn't know you were
their
typing
yeah.
stuff out, okay?
Yeah, no, it was definitely. Yeah,
I just
really
I just
bad.
did the wah wah wah.
It was really bad.
Wait, hold on. I didn't know you were typing stuff out.
This is dangerous.
That one went. Wait, me when you guys were having cyber sex.
Yeah, what were you doing?
And I was
Yeah.
and I was like making a wall out of magazine cutouts of Ariana Grande and tweeting it to her like 100 times a day to get her to see it, and then eventually she did.
Well, yeah. Were you guys really? Who were you fans of on the
She
internet?
was like Ariana Grande.
Ariana Grande, my purpose in life. I was put on
Yeah.
this planet to interview her eventually.
How do you feel about her current?
I still love her.
trajectory? That's
Her
cool.
her evolution is
I
crazy.
will stand by her
Interesting, yeah.
no matter what she does.
Yeah.
Interesting.
She seems like kind of evil.
No, I think she's not. I think everyone has the wrong idea.
I love
She
that.
has like an evil energy a little
No,
bit.
I genuinely think that she just is so jaded from being famous that like she has like lost it a little bit.
She's certainly like a total like casualty of being a child
She's
star.
a little bit of a
Absolutely.
shell
And she's
in
been through so
interviews,
much.
but I feel
Yes,
like
that's
the press
true.
it
She
like does
has.
her dirty. Like she's
Yeah.
just doing normal press interviews. I think that it
Yes.
just gets taken. I think it gets taken out of
Well,
context, you guys.
also, I think the eating disorder is making her really fragile right now.
What
Certainly.
eating disorder?
I don't
I
know.
think she's
met
had a
guy
normal
last
body
night.
weight.
I met a guy last night who
Men
was
don't-
marketing for Ozempic.
Mark, he was an Ozempic.
Like he's an Ozempic marketer.
And then you asked for some, and he said, "You're already so skinny,
Yeah.
queen."
Well, he was like girls who are like old, like you, for example, like girls who are already skinny are like taking it just to like help them like lose a few pounds.
It's very
And I was
common.
Like,
yeah.
yeah, it was
It's
really funny.
I can't believe there's that. Have you guys seen the ads on this? I think it's
like that's what he does.
It's so horrible.
It's awful.
I mean, you can walk into any med spa and get it.
Yeah. Well, that's what we were like. Hims and Hers like sells
Yeah,
it,
which is so
Really?
bad.
Do you want to
Yeah.
get some and try it?
no. Brittany really wants it.
Don't do. I think it's like so evil and scary.
No, I think
really
it's really
scary.
It feels,
bad
like,
for you.
biblically- Well, it's interesting too because it ages your face, right?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, because it's just like when you lose weight fast, you look really hollow, and like a lot of the starlets are like looking kind of gaunt in it ages you, like makes your skin affects with your skin and whatever. So I'm like, this is like an interesting
Like, yeah.
trend shift where it's like we're going
Yeah.
back to skinny, and before it was like plumping up your face to look as youthful as possible. Now
Yeah.
it's like so it's like things change so fast. And it's
That
like,
is interesting because of like Botox and like
Yeah.
getting like injections and stuff.
yeah,
Yeah.
people are sacrificing that so they can be really thin. And it's like and being thin was not very cool. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
very recently. So just I'm like obsessed with plastic surgery stuff, and like
Yeah.
but I would look totally different if I had any money at all. But like it's like a crimes of the future. Like
Would you
psycho
really?
thing.
You would do it?
I would get like so much stuff done. Yeah, I have like my
See,
list.
I think people are so much prettier without.
Same.
Totally. I also like believe that.
Yeah.
Like, but for myself, like I'm like I want to have complete. It's like a sick
Like
bad-
control. Like
yeah.
it's
Like
like a
like fix
yeah,
everything
you're
you can type
Yeah.
thing.
Yes.
like
Yeah.
personal or like because you get like full control over it, which is really interesting.
And I do have like a weird sort of like maxing thing where I'm like, which is weird because I
Yeah.
don't live that way. It's like
yeah,
I could definitely work harder at looking more beautiful in like a normal, like I could like, drink alcohol less and like sleep more and like drink more water. But like
Yeah.
instead I'm just like, I need to get a nose job and like, I want veneers.
yeah. But you're so beautiful.
Yeah, literally,
That
like
is so
so
nice.
beautiful.
Like,
Guys, that is so-
beautiful.
Wow. This is like glaze hour and it's like so
You are. I feel like you're
unwarranted.
like. I feel like after we met, you were like, she's a mother to us.
That's
like,
Yeah,
really
literally.
sweet.
yeah.
You guys,
Even
well,
though I feel like we didn't hang out after that, but it
No.
was just like, yeah.
we went to a movie together.
We did go to a movie together.
What movie
That's
did you guys
fun.
see?
Yeah, it was like
Classic.
a Dylan movie.
Yeah,
I
classic.
loved it.
It was really good.
Yeah, but it was
Classic
freaky
Dylan
for
movie.
sure.
I kind of liked the sex stuff in it.
Yeah, I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name.
And Marielle was like, this really turns me off. And I said, I really like it.
It did. I didn't feel like I wasn't made horny by it, but I thought it was awesome.
Yeah.
and very emblematic of the time. It was very 90s, which was fun.
Yeah, it was really good. I feel like we were talking about something else.
We were talking
You
about
guys
like
were fans of-
spaces,
Oh.
yeah,
Yeah, who
and
you were
like
fans
spaces
of.
you were on the internet. I was like a big One Direction fan,
Okay,
and like
totally.
I was like really into like the men.
Cool.
Yeah, I was into the girls. She was
Yes.
into the boys.
But now we've kind of reversed.
That's
We're-
not true.
I think
I don't.
it
I
is.
still like idolize
no,
women.
I know I'm saying more so like for myself, where it's like I don't really have crushes on like guys in the same way that I used to as a kid. Because as a kid, I was like boy crazy.
Yeah,
and now I
was,
feel like I don't.
I was like
Yeah.
sick obsessed with like
Yes.
Mark Ruffalo when I was like
Yeah.
7 and like
Him and 13 going on 30.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
Yeah.
I
cute.
would like write him letters and stuff.
But even just like the having like cyber sex when I was like younger, like I feel like now I'm like turned off by sex in a way, like a little bit. Like I just like don't have crushes on people in the same way. But yeah, I'm curious. Okay, yeah. So
That's an
what-
interesting evolution. Yeah.
yeah.
that ebbs and flows over
Yeah.
time, I think. Too.
Um,
The loss of sexual innocence.
Oh yes.
Okay.
That's definitely.
It's really good. Yeah,
Yeah, it was really good. You guys gotta watch that. But wait. Okay. Yeah. So what else was that? All of your internet stuff? Like who did you?
I was I got kind of big on Tumblr because because I had a community. I first was on this this is actually really embarrassing. I was really obsessed with. Well, do you guys know about Albino Black Sheep? That was like a forum. It was like a weird nerd forum.
Okay.
I was like, I don't remember how I found that, but I was kind of on there, and then I learned about Neil Cicierega. Do you guys know who that is?
No, who is
Okay,
that?
so he was like first big. He did Harry Potter Puppet Pals,
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
which I was not really into.
Wait, can we put that on the soundboard?
Yes,
Yeah.
Harry Potter. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
And I
Wait,
I
what
mean,
if we just put all the different ones on the soundboard? Sorry. Okay, keep
that
going.
would be sick, actually.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
That's like another 8 hours of work for you guys. Like, yeah.
Give it to ourselves.
yeah.
But he was making like weird, like really kind of crappy electro pop music
Yeah.
that I as like a
Oh,
9-year-old was like, this is
interesting.
amazing. And then there
I
was a
feel like I remember that. Yeah.
and then there was a forum, and he's obviously a very talented person. He was making a lot of really early internet funny stuff, and then he had there was a forum dedicated to like his band
Okay.
that I was on and got really close, and I like still keep in touch with some of those people. But I
Aw.
learned like, and I was like 12, 13,
Aw,
and we
that's
would like
sweet.
Skype, and that's how I learned about like Animal Collective and like all these other.
Wait, what
like,
was his band?
It's called Lemon Demon. It's like
Okay.
it's not great. I was a child, but it
Yeah,
was like, but
yeah.
it introduced me, and then through that I learned about like it ended up being mostly like a music forum, but I
Yeah.
did like I learned about all these bands that are still now my favorite
That's
bands,
really
and I was
cool.
just like really like I loved weird YouTube stuff, and I was just like clocking hours and hours of like on like LiveJournal and like finding.
Did you ever go on like Plug DJ?
What is that?
It was like the music sharing, like someone like you wait in the queue and then someone like plays a song for everyone and then like you go back in the queue.
No, that's cool though.
Yeah, because that was
cool.
where I found like Mariana's Trench and
Oh, yeah.
on that
Oh, yeah.
website.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I need to. I'll
Yeah.
check. And I think just like all the music stuff was like a huge like tiny mixtapes, and then there's like
Oh my god, yeah.
discursive or something. There's like another forum that I was on, but that was like really helpful also in like gaining like research skills because I was like these people like have chops and like I want to find like obscure
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
And YouTube now YouTube it used to be so easy to find really weird cool stuff on YouTube, and they've changed their search features, so it's way
Yeah.
harder now. But like that was, and I feel like that's been like a bonding thing for me and a lot of my friends is like being like deep anti-algorithm like
Like weird YouTube pockets.
Yes, yeah, and like weird websites. and
Wait, so
web art
what
and
were
stuff.
you big on for Tumblr? Like,
I really I loved like the Alexa Chung moment, like not
Yes, yeah.
necessarily her specifically.
oh my
but-
god, her like It Girl book
Yeah,
was
yeah,
like
yeah.
incredible, and her relationship with Alex Turner.
Yeah, so
incredible.
that time period, like I loved all the hipster stuff, and like I feel like I moved to LA in 2014 for like 6 months, and like that was when like Cobra Snake was huge, and he had like his store and like storefront. So I was also doing this sort of like Krayshawn like white girl braid like hipster like
Okay.
melting pizza thing too.
Did you move there like because you were kind of motivated by like your online experiences?
I got
or-
an internship at the Groundlings Theater, and I thought I wanted to be a comedy writer.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
wow,
really?
That's really cool.
Yeah, so I did that, and I was like, this sucks. You people are so lame. And I would
Wait,
just like
that's
go
cool.
like drink at American Apparel down the street in West Hollywood like after hours.
Oh
and,
my
like,
god.
Yeah, and like I met a bunch of people there too that were cool, and like I
Whoa.
did shows and stuff, and like that was
Oh my god, drinking at like American Apparel after hours in 2015 sounds like
That's
yeah, it
like
was awesome.
the
Like a
dream.
No, it was
dream.
amazing, and like Lana, and it was honestly really Lana Del Rey was someone that I found on as Lizzie Grant on MySpace.
Yeah. Whoa.
And I thought that, and I remember seeing the video games video when it had like 300
Oh my
views, and I was
God.
like,
Wait,
that's
so sick.
ridiculous.
it was so that's like that is something I feel very proud of.
Yeah.
And I remember being like, oh my god, she's like deformed. Like I thought she had like a deformity because I was like, what is up with her face?
Yeah.
And then like, but I then became like so obsessed with her sort of like self.
Yeah.
And there's a woman named Lauren Alice Avery who's like kind of around too a little bit, but she had this very kind of strange like internet presence that I was like really obsessed with too, and they were very LA to me, so that was like also like kind of a motivating
Yeah. Factor.
thing. Yeah. And I loved like the horrors. I don't know. I liked British stuff too. I was
Yeah.
kind of like a dilettante of like fan culture.
Yeah.
I had like a One Direction moment. I was never into Ariana, but I like Marina the Diamonds though.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
love
I had
Marina
a
the
moment with that
Diamonds.
too because my internet friend Maddie, who I met through like The Sims and Minecraft
cool, yeah.
communities,
Yeah.
like we used to talk about Marina and the Diamonds because she loved Marina. It was like her Skype icon.
Yes.
So good.
Um,
That was a
her.
huge like Tumblr band. I feel
Yeah,
like, too.
yeah.
Yes. Oh,
She
absolutely.
was like
yeah.
there with
She was
it.
And like
there.
8 tracks. I don't know if you guys remember.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
I miss 8 tracks.
Me too.
every
I really
day.
liked it. And
It
I
was
remember
so
that's
fun.
like I remember hearing like that. I think that's one of the first places I heard The Weeknd too. Like
Yeah.
before when he was still like anonymous, and I was
Yeah.
like, this is the coolest thing I've literally ever seen in my life.
Well, I was interested if like now like your life like in New York. How many years have you been here? Also,
8, I think.
8 years. Like, do you feel like the way that you are here and just like enmeshed in stuff like in like community or whatever it is was informed by just like your experiences like liking things online and like
Totally, yeah. And I think because a lot of it was like it was actually really social. Like you were engaging with people over stuff that you liked, and they were like cool too.
Yeah.
Like, there was a lot of sort of like I learned how to be involved in sort of subcultural communities too.
Yeah.
And like and I also was going to in high school I would go to hardcore show. Like I was like into music and like I was out there too. So I feel like then coming to New York, especially because Harrison and I were together, and like he one of the reasons we moved is he wanted to do music stuff.
Yeah.
And like I had met like I knew a few people just from like random stuff too. Like I met Billy Jones when I was 16 at like a music festival, and like knew he had a club out here, and like we became friends. And like Harrison was like, you know, we were bringing Harrison to stuff, and it was like,
It's so weird you guys moved together.
I know, it's
Yeah.
really, it's
Yeah.
funny to think about, but
That's sweet.
It is sweet.
It
Yeah,
is
no, I
sweet.
mean, yeah, and he, you know, Harrison's so talented and was always talented, but it was like, it's funny to think of him as like, he was like making beats like in our like
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
crappy apartment like right over here. But I think like all the internet stuff too was like, yeah, just like negotiating, and also like I loved culture and like celebrity culture, and I was like had always had this thing with New York, 'cause I loved the Strokes, and I was like, yeah, it's gonna
Yeah.
be amazing. And I think basically anyone who's doing anything now for the most part has some sort of like, you know, romantic sort of cultural thing that I
Yeah.
definitely like developed on the internet.
Is it weird like having like moved here with Harrison, like, and having that be your like experience and like kind of like admiring that culture, like seeing what he's turned into now? Because that's like, or even just like anything with
him
like
getting famous.
yeah.
Just like the crazy things
well,
that's like happening.
yeah,
to him, and,
also
like,
just
all
like
he's
the
doing.
association he has for people online,
Yeah.
or even just like the people you're around. Because I feel like you're around a lot of like really cool people like that. But I am interested in that too, because it's just like
celebrity proximity and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah, I mean, I think one of the reasons that I'm not really around that many famous people, frankly. Like relative to New York, you know, like, and it's not something that I'm particularly motivated by, but I do think I like have like a sort of conceptual obsession with like celebrity culture.
Yeah.
where I'm
Yeah,
just, like, this
same.
is like so interesting. Like I do
Yeah,
want
it's like
to
the
hear.
psychology behind it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and just like, and it is kind of it's like I do, and also like, you know, I love music and art, and so
Yeah.
it's cool to get to like hear people's. I don't know. Usually, you don't get that much information out of celebrities because they're usually kind of like,
They're
you know,
media
God gave them
trained.
the gift of
Yeah.
creativity and nothing else or whatever. But I remember my dad is a musician, and I remember him talking about moving. He was a folk musician. He moved here in the 70s from Ireland to play folk music. And like
Yeah.
his first day here, he like stayed at the Riot House in LA and like met Bob Dylan.
Whoa.
And he said that he like was like, this is crazy, whatever. And then he was like, I realized so quickly that like we had basically nothing to talk about, you know? So it's like, you know, it ultimately doesn't matter. Like these people are just people.
Yeah.
yeah,
you know?
yeah. I feel like we've been slowly learning that as we like
Yes.
moved here too, because we also, I feel like our whole lives it's been like, oh, this is such an interesting like just psychologically like to look at.
It's crazy. It's so weird. And there are definitely moments where I'm like, I need to remember to be grateful for this, because it is like, you know, it's really awesome to get to go to these shows.
Yeah.
And like, you know,
Yeah.
like obviously I loved like Blood Orange, and now like Dev and I are friends, and like and that's like, you know, it's like, oh, this is actually so cool. And like, you know, it's nice to think about like my 15-year-old self would be like, you're living like the coolest life ever.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But I think I also celebrity culture is like so horrible, and like I feel very sort of like I don't even know what this. I feel kind of like woo woo about it, where I'm like, I don't think people should even like be able to see their reflections, let alone like themselves like
Yeah.
huge. Like I think if you see yourself huge, you're like gone forever. Like,
Yeah.
you lose a part of
Yeah.
yourself in like a spiritual soul way. Like
That's
you're,
interesting.
you know?
Yeah.
And people get and now is like the hardest time to be like, there's so much scarcity, right? Like no one's making any money. People aren't allowed to take risks anymore. Like I feel like there's like people that get to that place that aren't just like rigid and like afraid to like be cool kind of anymore.
Yeah.
And it's like you're selfish and kind of like, you know, so it's fun to just like go to the parties and be like, oh my God, Bad Bunny maybe wants to have sex with me.
yeah.
And then go to your job at a school. Like that's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
you know, that's the sweet spot, you know?
Yeah.
I like what you said about like, I don't even know if people should see their reflections.
Yeah, no, as soon as like the first puddle, it's like we're done. Like that was probably more detrimental than like the Industrial Revolution. It's,
It
like,
is,
people
yeah.
being like, oh my God, you know?
Like,
like,
Yeah.
that's me.
yeah, and just like, and I hate, like, I think, like, imagine being Tom Cruise and like you said, you now see yourself like at like hundreds of feet big or whatever.
Yeah.
Like so much. It's like that will fry your brain.
Well,
you
or, like
know?
sometimes I like come across like, cause like I was like I don't normally go on TikTok, but I was on it last night, and like I feel like my feed is just celebrities, and I saw this
Yeah.
like video of like Emma Chamberlain getting like swarmed, like
Yes,
when
I
she
was
was
just gonna say, like, not Emma Chamberlain, but continue
yeah,
yours story.
like she was getting swarmed like when she was like walking into like walking to a restaurant with like her ex or something, and it's just like, whoa, like watching like someone like react to something like that is so fascinating to me. And it's also weird because I feel like as I've grown up, I've viewed it differently, where it's like, oh my God, this poor girl.
No, it's
in a way. But
horrible.
also it's like, oh, but this is like the life you chose. But it's very interesting.
Yeah.
And it's like the price you pay, like a little bit.
Because also
thinking-
like it's kind of what makes us human is the fact that we can do that.
yeah.
Totally.
I was
But it's
thinking
weird-
about it. Oh, sorry. No.
It's weird because I think that is like interestingly a like thing that people cling on to from childhood, where, and we talked about this in another episode, where it's kind of like like wanting to be famous is this ideal as a child, and then you get to like
And that's becoming
a
more
certain
and more
age.
true. It's like kids just it seems like uber accessible. And it's like,
Exactly.
but it's also just like so tied up in capitalism now in a way that it's just like this is like not an interesting thought, but just like all the influencer stuff. I'm like, dear God, like I love Alex. I'm obsessed with Alex Earl. Like I can't even like articulate or intellectualize it. I'm just like I love watching her do her things. I'm like this is so like devoid but also like base human like whatever, but she like got her start as like an Amazon she had an Amazon storefront that got it's like all this stuff is like so tied up now, like the most evil shit ever, and like craft is like becoming less and less part of it, I think, for like youth like celebrity aspiration, which makes me sad. But I want to hear what you're gonna say about
about like being swarmed. I was like, well, I saw the video of like, I don't know if you've seen of Justin Bieber going to like Kris Jenner's birthday party.
Oh yeah.
And it was like a great like, and
he
also
had,
just like
he had,
any
Coke on
he
his
had Coke on his
stuff,
pants
yeah.
and like was like smoking a cigarette.
Love him.
But like also just like
love
anytime I
Justin.
see like a video of Justin Bieber being like swarmed by paparazzi, it's like psychotic.
It's scary.
It's
it's
really
like,
scary.
like of course that's gonna be detrimental, especially if you're like a child and or you're like you have the brain of a child, you know. It really I mean, we were talking about this before, but I just reread The Glass Menagerie, and like he has a section about success being really evil and bad, and it is just like like celebrity culture ultimately is like really really horrible and like anti-intellectual and like deifying, it's like in a really negative way for everybody. But I'm like, it is really fun to go to Charlie XCX's birthday party. It's like at the same time,
and it bonded people
like
a lot
being able
as
to skip a
children.
line,
Like I like so many of the friends I made were through these deep like devoted fandoms, so it's weird because it's like it is important like for people to have that.
Totally, especially for teenagers. I think it's like that is such an amazing part of being a teen, is being like, wow, I really connect to this thing that's bigger than me, and like,
and you're just passionate about something
you're
like in that
obsessive
way,
which is so
really
cool.
nice.
Like I think it's awesome, but I hope that there's still avenues for people to do it in a way that's like productive and like a nice normal thoughtful way, versus just like only trying to become like rich and famous, which is like it's bad.
Well, I think the fact that like anyone can get famous now is like has done something irreversible to us.
So horrible,
like so bad,
and like at any cost, like I think like even like virality, it's like people like understand that like rage baiting or whatever is like that is effective in that way, and it's like, oh no, this is awful. It's like this is so just like it's like demon time, it feels like just like so satanic to me. It's like this is so scary. Like you shouldn't want to be known at the cost of like your soul, but I guess that is like the age old devil at the crossroads thing.
Well, it is a weird thing, I think, just with like making things online. And I was gonna ask you about this too, because when we listened to like your old podcast, I was looking at like the episode notes. I saw you like wrote a little like
my essay about when I had like a manic episode.
And you were just talking, like I feel like you were having like a really big struggle with like doing a podcast and like talking like that consistently, which is what we've also been having. I feel like that's honestly probably like outside of like we're like talking about like us like fighting with each other, but I feel like the real thing is just that we're struggling with like being able to like create like that and continuing to do it for a long extended period of time, and like especially like adapting like your personality or adapting like who you are and like talking, like just the talking. It's like an interesting thing because like I feel like it changed the way I see myself talk to other people in normal settings.
Totally.
And I'm curious what your experience was with that.
The podcast. I mean, I think I was freaking out about that because I think I was really confessional on the podcast, and then kind of at that point too, we've been doing it for like over a year, and a lot of stuff had happened in my life that I talked about, and I was like, damn, I don't really know if I want this out there. And I like had a crush on a guy who I thought was really cool, and I was like, shit, I do not want him to hear any of this. And so it was just like, oh, like, it's like, this is my life. Do I really want to like disclose? And I also didn't feel like, I was like, that's kind of the whole thing, right? So it's like I don't know how to pivot away from like, and it no one was listening, so it didn't really matter. It was like all for myself, but it was like, it was hard to sort of then think about the future when I was like, oh my God, I've really shared a lot of personal information, and like, and just like you hear yourself, and it just like kind of cringe to like, I don't know. I'm like, this is a bad instinct as well. It's like I don't have this sort of like I don't know. I think making stuff is really hard and like embarrassing, and you have to be able to push. You have to have like a little bit of a lack of shame around it.
Yeah,
like, some
for
sort of
sure.
God complex.
Well,
and I
listening to
was,
yourself
like,
talk that frequently is like it's like changes your
bad
brain.
it's like that shouldn't be happening.
Yeah.
either, you know.
But just like making something and like like being like, oh, this is like good to put out into the world, and like this, like I feel like you do have to have a little bit of like you can't really be afraid of being embarrassed at all.
Totally. And I really was like, what gives me the right? You know,
Yeah.
it's like
It's
it really
hard,
doesn't matter.
yeah.
It's like
It's
people are
hard.
making. It's like it's fun. Like it's like you should be having a good time, and it's like cool. You know, there should be like you know, which I was, but I think I was just like, God, this is like embarrassing now. But then we kept doing it, so it was like, you know.
Yeah. Well, I really liked the episodes I listened to.
That's nice.
Same.
Thank
It
you.
was
Yeah.
really
Thanks,
nice.
guys. Yeah,
Yeah.
It was really sweet. People liked it.
Yeah,
made a
it
lot
seemed
of
like you got
friends.
really good response. Like, yeah.
Yeah, which was crazy because it's like we weren't really doing any sort of advertising for it at all, and like, and I also got to meet like, do you guys know who Emily Siegel is?
The name sounds
sounds
so
so
familiar.
Shout out, she's the best. You should have her on. She's like a total genius. She like coined the term normcore.
Oh,
really?
Yeah,
That's
but
cool.
she like totally changed like the landscape of like trend forecast, like contemporary trend
Interesting,
forecasting
yeah.
and marketing is like very she's really
And you guys had her on?
well she found out about the podcast somehow.
Oh,
and then
really?
she sent me like a copy of her book, which is amazing, also called Mercury Retrograde. And she
Wait, this sounds so good.
she's
Yeah.
great. She's so cool. And she's so well read and just like she's like a true genius. But then we became like really good friends, and like she also helped me get the job that I have now because she went to the school. Like,
okay.
you know, and then that was all just because we were putting out this like silly thing that was like,
Yeah.
you know, and so it's you know, I think it's good to make stuff.
I
but
saved
it's
it.
hard. Yeah, definitely
Yeah.
check out Emily, and you should have her on. She would love to
Oh my god, yeah, I'm
discuss.
excited.
Well, also something I think about is like, because one time we were talking and we were recording an episode. It was a solo episode that we ended up like scrapping
Cutting.
because we just get so insecure about solo episodes and like adapting ourselves in a way that actually feels like it's us while knowing that we're recording. And I remember we were talking and I was like, I don't even feel like it's me doing this episode. And and you were like, yeah, this isn't me. And I was like,
Disassociating,
this isn't me either.
And then we stopped
and
it.
then we just stopped.
Yeah, totally.
But it's like interesting because it's like I think about that with like a lot of like art, like any performance art, because I think podcasting is a form of performance art, and like so is like I don't know, like stand-up comedy and like others like and like readings and stuff. And it's like, how do you like get yourself in this specific moment to actually be the thing that you're like you want it to be, like, and the way that
Yeah.
you would be naturally, because it's really hard.
Super hard, and I think that's something that the internet has made even harder now too, because it's like people are getting dumber in terms of determining like performance from like an actual human being.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I think also there's like a deep incentive to connect your identity so deeply to whatever your craft is, like you know, from a marketing perspective, and so it is
Even
like,
just like when you introduce yourself to someone, it's like, hi, I do
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
and there's performance is everything, and that's, you know, it's cool, and I like, you know, I think that's everyone's always performing, but in terms of like doing it for money or for in a public arena, definitely I think now is getting like more and more warped and perverted.
Yeah. Well, it is interesting how like that concept of just like having a brand is like so necessary for you to like make it
I
when
know,
it's
which
like
is
so
so crazy.
saturated.
Yeah.
Because I think about this with like everyone being like, oh, Sabrina Carpenter like really got big once she like established this like persona of
Yeah.
herself and like
Yeah.
was recognizable in this way. And I think that is like how celebrities that make it big, like that's a big part of why they're making it, is because they have this like very distinct thing that they're like selling to people.
Totally. And I have so many friends who are so talented that are like, I think making some of the best like art or music in the game, and they're all, and I'm also friends with them because they have share this sentiment where they're just like, fuck this, like I don't want to like do any of this bullshit, you know. And it's
Yeah.
like, and it's like fair play, like you shouldn't have to like that, like
Yeah.
having to like schmooze and like sell your soul to Apple
Yeah.
for, you know, it's like this is just, it's like this is really fucked up, like having to be an influencer when you really just like are like a singer-songwriter. It's like,
Yeah.
please just like let us like
Yeah.
Well,
know.
it's also interesting what actually makes it happen, because I do think it's an energy thing too.
Totally.
Because
Yeah.
it's just like when people like somehow break through that without doing all the bullshit.
Yeah.
It's like,
Well, that's why I do
oh.
think I'm like, you know, I think like the whole Cameron Winter thing, it's like, this is really, I'm really happy that this is happening.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's like, I'm glad that people like bands again. I'm glad that, you know,
Yeah.
he's like, seems like a normal, nice guy that's
Yeah.
like thoughtful. And it's like, yeah, perfect. You know, like,
Yeah.
this is who we should be sort of like,
Perfect.
he
Let's
hasn't
do
had
that.
to, like, degrade himself seemingly, you know, so it's like, you know, I don't know if it's a chicken egg thing, but I think even like with movies now and like pop music and stuff, it's like I can't really tell like, the powers that be that are producing this content, they obviously think very low of the audience, like intellectually, but then I'm like, maybe we are just getting dumber and like,
Yeah.
So it's like, I think, it's like this horrible feedback loop where it's like, how do we continue? And this is what, this is why it's cool to be a fan that's like making work around the stuff that you like, where it's like, you should have a active say where it's like, I think that this is really cool for X, Y, and Z reason. And like, I'm going to prop it up and not just be like fed stuff that is, tailored to your like visual language on TikTok or whatever.
Yeah.
And I don't know, man.
It's scary.
It's scary. It's scary.
Yeah. In terms of like, because like you had this like experience with the podcast and you ended up stopping like doing it. Like, do you think there's a way to like overcome the like
Bad feelings
psychoticness
about it?
Psychosis.
Absolutely, totally. I mean, I also
Like-
like I went to grad school. Like I ended up, it was more circumstantial. I was like,
Yeah.
Isaac also was like doing a bunch of music stuff, and like we just got busy, and it was sort of like, but yeah, I think well, yeah. I think for you guys,
We're like, do you think we should?
Yeah,
We're
going
not
back
going
to
to be
the
okay.
therapy
Do you think we're going to be
session.
okay?
Yeah.
I mean,
Wait, yeah, we didn't get to have our therapy session.
yeah, part 2. That's the Patreon one.
Okay.
Oh my God,
yeah.
literally.
You can fight. I think taking a break is always good. I think getting back to sort of basics of like what makes you excited about it, right?
Yeah.
Changing the format a little bit probably if you do
Yeah.
want to do. Like that was the thing I always wanted to have more sort of like dynamic stuff where we were able to like have like extra like readings and stuff that people could access, but then
Yeah.
again it was like work, and then I got my master's, so I was like, I'm just gonna get like
Yeah.
a person job now. But it's definitely possible.
Yeah.
You guys are doing great.
Oh my God, thank
Thank
you.
you.
It is. You've created a lot of work for yourself, certainly.
Yeah,
Do
we
you
really
do you have anyone else helping?
No.
You gotta. Yeah, you need like a quiet guy to help you.
We've
tried.
Okay, so we had an experience of we had one audio guy who was
This is
helping
very
us,
recent, like in the past like month. This happened.
but I pissed him off.
Oh,
Yeah.
And then also, but he still wanted to work with us. But then I was like,
wait, what
we
did
probably
you do?
shouldn't, because like I feel like he doesn't get our
Yeah,
humor.
she-
I made a joke. I was like, why is Cameron even helping us? Like, he probably wants to have sex with us.
when he got offended.
Yeah, he got really mad.
Well, he told me he
But
got
I think
mad.
if someone's gonna get mad at that, we probably shouldn't have them be
That's
our
what I
audio
was
guy.
I was like, I know that this will happen
like,
again.
Sorry,
Yeah.
that's, like,
Yeah.
not-
It sounds
if you
like
get
he did.
that mad about
No,
that,
he had a
it's like,
crush
yeah.
on me, and then I think he met me and was like, oh, like he like,
No way.
no, he like saw me the first time he saw me. I think I was different in his head, maybe because I was sitting on a chair.
Yeah.
And the second time he said this to me. The second time I saw him, we were in the elevator. He was like, "You're really short." And then I was
He
like,
didn't realize.
"You've seen
That, like,
we
blew it.
hung out and flirted and talked for like a while." And
He
he was
wanted you
like,
to
"You
be
were sitting on
taller.
a chair." Like,
That's weird.
yeah, isn't that weird?
Yeah. No. So good.
So
I
I
don't
think
think he
good riddance.
actually wanted you to be taller though.
I think
like,
he thought I was.
I think he
it was
just
more
got
so,
an
like,
aura. It was an aura thing.
Yeah, like,
that
he,
night
like,
we
in his
were
aura.
honestly being the best. We were being the
really
best
funny
that
that
night.
night. Yeah,
But
I was
also,
being insane.
I feel like
that
we were
night.
continuing to be that way with him because we
Yeah.
had a good energy thing going on. And
I
then
think he didn't realize
yeah.
we were like that all the
Yeah, yeah.
'cause
He,
was,
didn't like that we were like that all the
He
time.
like saw me on the bus and he was like, "You guys like need to chill." And I was like, "What do you like?" I feel like we're
But
not
he's
even
not-
doing
that
that.
is
much.
all
not
the
kind of
love to
energy you
him.
need as a
Yes, all the love
producer.
to him.
all the love
No
to him.
hate.
Like, there's no
shade.
beef, no
Yeah.
hard feelings. I feel like it just wasn't a
Yes.
match. He doesn't like that. We do. It's okay.
fine.
Do
Works
if
at
any
ABC, and he has a
men
girlfriend.
who want to let us make jokes to them and also sometimes have good jokes to add.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
will be kind of like
Like we want a Kai Newman.
we want a kind Newman. So if
Totally.
there's any men out there who think they could be up to
Yeah,
the task,
But we can't
like, let
pay
me
them.
know.
Also, is
And
the
yeah, we're not
issue.
going to pay you though.
Listen, you'll get your subscription.
I know.
You'll
Once
be
we start
rolling
making
in
money,
it.
it'll be a whole different.
How do
game.
we get Isaac to do that for us? Do you think he would be chill with us joking though?
Oh yeah, I mean Isaac was the best producer ever.
Aw,
'Cause we
really?
were like best. We had been super close for a long time
Yeah.
before that. We did that together.
It was very coincidental that he like messaged me. 'cause I
That
was
is
like,
really weird.
Yeah,
because
oh my
we've been
God.
looking
I've
for
had
that.
a lot of weird things happening recently, like that weird cosmic things. But
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
a
think
lot of things like that have been happening
full
in
moon,
general. Yeah.
you know, not to get West Coast with it, but
Not
something,
to get West Coast with
something
it.
is going on.
Yeah.
But Isaac, okay. So for anyone listening that maybe will take this position, Isaac really got Isaac some ladies.
Oh, really?
To be like
Oh.
basically
His girlfriend?
This is before he had a girlfriend. He currently has a girlfriend. But if
Yeah.
you're like a single man, it's because
Yeah.
it's like, you know, the dynamic, it was very Freudian where Isaac would just be
Yes.
sitting there like silent and would occasionally ask a question. I would be like yapping at a beautiful young woman, like forcing her to like tell me things about her personal life and like, bare her
Yes.
soul. And then without fail, like everyone was like, Isaac is so cute. And I was like, well, you actually kind of just have a crush on me because I was like,
That's the ex-girlfriend effect, but also the girl effect.
yeah, it's like
Girl
he was just there intently.
Put a
listening
guy on a
and
podcast with a girl.
Yeah, and he was just like in the
Literally.
room, you know, like silent.
Yes.
And then would be like, oh, that's a really interesting thought, and they'd be like, I'm gonna marry him, you know.
That's so interesting.
Yeah,
If you're a
I feel
single
like we
guy-
probably made people like Cameron when he
For
was our
sure.
guy.
Oh my god.
Like I feel like anyone who we put like, come on guys, if you need a girlfriend, just come be our
Just come on
podcast
the
guy for
podcast.
free,
Yeah,
and we'll
'cause
get you a
guys get a lot
girl.
of cool girls on here.
it's
true.
true. We do.
Isaac, if only Isaac, like, no, I'm not gonna say that. I was gonna
Didn't
be
have
like,
a
if he didn't have a
girlfriend.
girlfriend, then maybe he'd want.
be
girlfriend.
He'd
more
motiv-
motivated if he wasn't in love.
If
but-
he didn't
Yeah.
have a girlfriend and if he was fine not getting paid.
Yeah.
You need a very rich, single, quiet man with a great sense of humor.
I need that to like date. Also.
Yes,
like,
yes.
Which is what I need.
If you're out there, hit us up. Yeah.
Well, cool. Do you want to do therapy on us before it ends or no?
I don't know if I'm like a quick lobotomy.
Yeah,
I'm
just a quick
yeah.
lobotomy.
I think I am on bipolar medicine now, and I
Okay.
feel like that's helping.
It is
Okay.
honestly helping. I think it
it's
might be
helping.
Smear's
I think that
fault.
might- yeah, maybe you should get on meds.
Yeah,
What if you both got wasted before every episode?
I do think about that.
I don't
sounds
know if
like
our-
the issue exists off the mic.
Yeah,
right?
I don't think
Yeah.
it's an issue. Well, I think that the thing is though, I would love to maintain our senses of selves better in the episodes.
I think we could do that if we
'Cause
drink.
I feel like we get into modes where we just like appease our guests, you know?
Yeah, that's
Yes.
hard to. I think that's a hard thing to
Especially
overcome.
But not even like we're
men,
just agreeing
like
with
male
them.
guests.
No, the thing is, I
Interesting.
feel like with men, I maintain my sense of self easier.
I don't. I have the opposite.
That's
Really?
I
you're
love talking to girls.
totally.
I'm
Well,
like
with a girl,
I
I'm
can
just gonna be like,
completely
yeah!
myself.
Maybe you're a
I was
lesbian.
really like that.
Yeah.
I don't think you
I have
are.
wondered.
I don't think you are.
You just don't want me to be.
Yeah, you're my
that would
straight
really
best friend.
fuck up the dynamic.
That would fuck up the
Yeah, I
dynamic.
would, well, because then we can't get boyfriends who are like we can't like the four of us be in like a friend group together. That's kind of the goal.
Yeah, we couldn't find like a boy and a girl who were in a friend group together.
We couldn't do that.
It's impossible.
Doesn't
It's
exist.
impossible. Wait, what was it?
I think you guys are gonna be okay.
I think so too.
Yeah,
I mean,
honestly-
it is hard. I mean, it's also like
Yeah.
it is a hard thing.
I
to
had
do.
a feeling recently where I was like, maybe what I actually have to do is just like not listen back to the episodes and just like
yeah,
edit
that was
certain
actually
moments.
something that Isaac and I had, and unfortunately I had to, because as you know, we bleeped a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So I have to
Mhm.
listen to every single one, and I was like, God damn, like this is so horrible. It's
Yeah.
a humiliation ritual.
It's hard.
And I was like, I would
Yeah.
kill to have someone that couldn't have my brain and know like what embarrassing stuff I wanted removed.
Yeah, it's so hard to find someone who knows exactly what you want to. I'd be so scared too. Like
Yeah,
I
it's
get
hard.
scared when like I don't edit the episode. Like
Yeah.
Totally.
She has
Yeah.
control issues.
I have control
Yeah, of
problems.
course. And it's also just really emotionally and psychically and intellectually draining to do
Yes.
the interviews. Like,
Yeah.
it's important
because you do
though.
research. Yeah, no, I think I think it's a great process. It's like because you research, you make you're enacting some social from a learning perspective. Doing a podcast is great. 'Cause you
Yeah.
have to like be informed and engaged
Yeah.
and whatever. But that takes a lot of energy.
Yeah.
And then you together are like. You expend this fake social energy together on
Yes.
the podcast, and when you're out in the world,
Yeah.
you're like, this bitch, like, I'm tired.
Yeah, no, that's such a good like way
that
to
is
It's like
describe
dating
it.
somebody.
Yeah.
You know, where like the kiss of death, right? Is like watching a show with you. It's like you get home and you're like, okay, I guess we're gonna watch Ted Lasso, and you can like touch my boob and then like, go to sleep. Like that's like it's like you see all the energy goes elsewhere, and it can be hard to like actively redirect it to like the like emotional.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I definitely like feel like because we do spend a lot of time like talking to someone and then like just kind of matching the energy to make them feel comfortable. I don't even
Yes,
think it's as
that's
much
also-
like I'm just gonna agree with whatever you're saying because I feel like we don't do that.
No, it's like just matching their vibe.
Yeah.
Totally. And
And,
asking
like-
the right questions. It's hard.
Like how do you maintain like because like people are like I don't know like I feel like when we're also weirdly on Zoom I feel like we're able to do it better in this way.
Do you
That makes
think? I
sense.
feel like it's easier for me to do it in person.
Easier to talk in person, but on Zoom, I
Yeah.
feel like we were kind of just like antagonistic the way we are when we're like ourselves. Because it's
Yeah.
interesting. I think like I think about this often because I feel like the reason we started it was like, oh, if I like saw someone who's like did something I really care about and I saw them at a party, I feel like we'd have the best conversation about
Yeah,
it.
like we'd have a funny conversation about it.
Yeah.
And be like, yeah.
And like make them our friend.
Yeah.
And then like doing that when it's set up is such a different thing.
Totally.
But I don't think it
Some
like
people respond negative. Like some people just can't do it too. And like, and I think if it's someone you're like a huge fan of too, then you're just like,
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
too.
I feel like we've gotten like
Have you
good
ever
at
been
that, but-
starstruck? Who you guys have been stars? Who have you been stars?
I was thinking about this because I feel like we've gotten less, like, I've gotten a lot less scared of anyone who we
Same.
have on or anyone we meet, where even like our
Well,
friend
you're
was
in control.
Yeah.
You know?
But our friend was FaceTiming Role Model the other day, and I didn't even like, I
I
know
was
we
like,
talked about it after,
yeah.
but I didn't feel anything.
I didn't feel anything. Didn't feel a thing.
And that, like, that's saying something because
It
we used
is.
to be like really like excited about it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still exciting.
It's a
but
good. I think that's a good.
It's
and
good.
Bad
It's-
thing,
yeah.
you know?
I think
It's
we
like-
also like joke about people a lot and make people into characters. Like we've made like Role Model into such a character.
Totally, for
that
sure.
It's like this is just really funny.
Well, yeah, no, don't be your heroes. You know, that's what they
True.
say too. It's like
That's
then
what
when
they
you,
freaking
that's like
say.
the normal thing to do is make them into a character, and then you meet them and you're like, wait,
You're
you
like-
don't want to have sex with me? In my head, we were in love.
Well,
So this is strange.
I'm trying to think of who we've been I feel like early on in the podcast we were so scared about having Kai on.
Yeah,
Kai
I was gonna
Newman.
say.
We were
I've met that
literally.
guy.
Yeah.
I don't really know. That's like a sector of the internet I don't really know that much about.
Really?
But I've met him a couple times.
Yeah,
interesting.
I feel like I was like that was like to me the most important
Yes.
guest
Wait,
because
love.
I was
He's just
literally
like
like
a comedian.
he's literally just a guy, but he's
like his
on.
like friend group and like because like our whole thing is like we're like
Oh, yeah, we have to have you do this,
by
by the way.
that. And that's like he's like friends with like Drew and Enya and Kai and,
right,
like, that
and they're
group.
on a pod. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of. Yeah, I met him at a show or something, but I was like, this guy's like the most like passive bystander.
Yeah, he
Looking
isn't that
man.
like
Which is
insane of a
interesting.
guy. Also, like
Yeah.
in like, and we've like met him
Which
a
is
few
cool.
times.
Like it's cool to just be like there.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I think he's
Respect.
really funny, but I think I just respected him so much because I respected Drew and Enya so much in a way that I think has shifted since because I'm just like, oh, everyone's a person.
Yeah.
But back then I like really, really like had a parasocial relationship.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it is cool to meet people. I think it just like if someone makes stuff something that you respect, it's like it is just cool to be like, oh my god, like
yeah.
you know, it is a rare experience. to
Yeah.
get to
I think it's
engage.
cool to
is
like
cool.
be like, oh, I love this and like talk about it with
Yeah.
them.
Definitely,
Yeah.
and people are often very receptive. You know, like I think like with the thing, like
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, like I love all of your movies, and he was like, great, you know,
Great.
I
I knew what we were gonna do. Let me call you
Let
at 1
me
a.m.
use that. Yes, he was really excited about that too.
It's so
Yeah,
funny.
But usually people are, you know, it's a fine line. You have to
Yeah.
have tact
Yeah.
with celebs because
Is
they don't.
he not
Starstruck
married?
by.
No, he's not married.
Wow. Has he
He's
ever been
single.
married? Do you know?
He was with for a long time.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Interesting.
they I don't think they ever got married.
Interesting.
I mean, he's
Yeah. No, I can.
Like, yeah.
I can believe it.
yeah.
Who have I been starstruck by? I'm trying to think. I
feel
feel like
like
Kai
Seth.
was definitely the biggest one.
Like we were so scared about Seth.
oh yeah,
Who's
Seth.
Seth?
Like,
He's also
from
in
the
that
band
friend
Greer.
group.
He's like also in that friend group.
Okay. This is awesome. That I'm like, who are these people? You guys have some big people.
Yeah.
It's cool that Wallows did it.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
And
they
we
were
were
really
so,
sweet.
We were really like proud to like have them on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's cool.
I love them. They're
who's
so.
who's dream guest?
Ariana Grande
Hers is Ariana Grande.
and Tana Mojo
Mine.
Tatiana would be great.
and Camila Cabello.
I
Oh,
want.
interesting.
Yeah, those are because I stand all of them, so I like
Yeah.
want to have a conversation about their standums.
Totally. I'd
Yeah.
be curious about that for sure.
I want the rest of One Direction. 5 Seconds of Summer. I
Yes.
want Taylor Swift, but like I want to like bring her back to like how she was in 2012. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
Totally. She's someone I would love to. I would
love to
meet.
talk to her.
I'm curious about what that.
I
would
want
be
it to
like.
be like I don't want her media trained at all. Like I want her
Yeah.
just saying everything.
Yeah.
Like
Did you
back from
read-
when she was dating Harry Styles. Like,
See,
like
Did you read the Tabby Gevinson piece?
no.
about
which
it's
one?
like a zine that she
I
put
started
out.
reading that, but I didn't finish
It's good.
it.
It's like about her relationship with Taylor.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's good.
Okay, yeah. I need to read that. I like saw it online, but I just like never.
Rookie was another big thing, obviously on the internet.
Yes.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah,
I think she's great.
yeah,
But yeah, you should read it.
yeah. I know. I
It's a
need
good,
to.
good insight into Taylor.
Yeah, I'm very fascinated by her.
Me too.
By her
That's
whole-
someone I can't help but be like, yeah, obsessive over.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
like I'm not a Swiftie, but
Yeah.
I really do like a lot of the songs, and I also like love that she like incites like QAnon psychosis in her fans.
Yeah,
Yeah.
In a
literally.
really calculated way. It's like this is hardcore.
She-
Yeah,
He's
well, when
so
someone
smart.
can energetically like do that to people, like in
She
a
has
spiritual
weird
sense,
pull, yeah.
it's like okay, like you have something.
Totally, and just like
Yeah.
you know, she's like such a voracious capitalist in a way that's sort of like damn, like, that's really
It's like
intriguing.
this is like disgust, but it's like so disgusting that you can't even help but you're like a little. Bit
it's like, wow, you are really epitomizing like
Yeah.
what you are in a way that is, and I do actually think that I think All Too Well, Taylor's version is like probably one of the most important contemporary pieces of like feminist,
like the 10-minute version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's actually like really restorative for young women.
I think so too. Well, The psychosis
amazing.
of like, because I would go to like Swiftie nights back in Philly.
Love.
And like literally, no, but like
The people who were there were crazy.
the people who
I'm
were there were
sure a
crazy,
Philly
but the
Swiftie.
psychosis of like just like all of these girls like in their 20s like screaming the words to All
Yeah.
Too Well.
Yeah.
It's like very interesting.
That is really interesting.
It's like wow.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, she's one of the most interesting people.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's interesting.
Yeah. Oh, and Maddie Healy is a dream guest. I think, for
Maddie
me.
Healy
Maddie
too.
Healy.
Yeah.
I love
to have him on.
1975.
Love 1975. Halsey, I think would be
I
really
really want
interesting.
Veronica Slowikowska on
Yeah.
so badly.
I feel
But
like you could get her.
yeah,
You would think. I think now that she's on SNL, it's like she has her
harder.
walls
harder.
up.
Interesting. Totally.
Harder.
People are busy. They've got brand
People are
brand
busy.
dinners, I guess, to go to.
I know
hanging
they
out
probably have
with
to go to a
Sabrina
Mew Mew
Carpenter.
shoot or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
She probably has to go to the Mew Mew shoot and then
hang out with Sabrina Carpenter.
hang out with. She probably has to go shopping with Sabrina, and then she probably has to go do an H&M brand
Yes.
deal, and then
get like an IV drip to recover.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Totally.
Well, thank you so much for coming on.
Thanks for
So
having me. I
fun.
hope this was good.
No, I
It
think it was a
was- I
really
feel like
good
it was
one.
really
You said a lot of
interesting.
amazing
Yeah.
things.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
Same to you guys. Thanks for
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're
We
great
have
at
one
this.
last thing.
Yeah.
The Josh Ovalle thing that we were talking about. We
Yeah.
have all our guests request Josh Ovalle.
Josh
to come on the
Ovalle. So we have
podcast.
everyone's. Sorry.
Ask him to do this.
Yeah.
So we're like, so it's like, I state your name, hereby request Josh Ovalle for the Internet is
Wait,
Dead
what's
podcast.
his last name?
Ovalle.
Ovalle.
Please, Josh, be a guest on the
Can I
podcast.
look
We
him
miss
up
you.
Before I co-sign.
Yeah, for
Who
sure.
is this?
He did the Jared Vine. He was like, I'm Jared. I never learned how to read. He's just a guy who's offline now.
Yeah, but he's friends with like Drew, Enya, those people. He was in a couple of Eugene's movies, like Eugene,
Okay,
Cotta,
yep.
whatever.
Yep.
And we had him on, so you would think.
He used to do a lot of bits like online, and we really respected him for it, and that's why we have this love for him. Like he made the internet
yeah,
cool.
Okay, yes,
Yeah.
yeah. Totally. Oh yeah, he's interesting,
He's very interesting.
and he's still famous.
He's not,
He's like just
Oh, this
like
is
so
2018.
offline, but like
but people will.
Last
He
one was
lives in memory
2021.
forever.
yes,
He was in Spree.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's super funny.
Yeah. He's so smart.
He was a big bonding moment for our friendship also because we both watched him and like his friend group, and I feel like that was like a big bonding experience for us where we were like, oh, we both. And whenever we would meet people, I think in Philly when we first became friends who also like Josh Ovalle, it was like, oh, you
Right. That's
are
like a
on the
deep
same
cut
wavelength
thing.
as me, yeah,
Yeah.
the same humor type of thing.
Totally, for sure. That's real. That was like I became friends with like a few people like in the last couple of years because we were like the only people who knew about net spend when he was like 12,
Oh my
12
God.
years old.
Yeah,
It was,
yeah.
like, really bad.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Last name again? Sorry.
Okay, so you said I am a. What is your last name?
Burke.
Burke. I am a Burke. Hereby request Josh Ovalle for collaboration with the Internet is Dead podcast. Please, Josh, be a guest on the podcast. We miss you.
Okay. I am a Burke. Formally request Josh Ovalle. Why can't I?
Ovalle.
Ovalle. I'm so sorry. This is actually I'm like short circuiting Josh Ovalle to be a guest on the Internet is Dead podcast. Right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I like the wink.
I
That
hope
was a good
I hope
addition.
it works.
It does.
Thank you. I feel
And-
like we need to take it way further than we are.
Yeah, Brittany,
Find his address.
you had the idea
Send
to
him
have a
something in the
billboard.
mail.
We should send him some.
Send him like a
Send him
piece of your
something in
hair.
the mail. Yeah, and like a voodoo doll.
Cut off
Wait,
your
that's
ear.
so funny.
And it's
A
like
vial
like we
of
make
your
him think
blood.
we're really like what I want to do is make him think we're really insane.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
so-
you had the idea of like having a billboard in Times Square with
Yeah,
his face
That's
on
good.
it.
And
all
I also-
the money you're making.
All the
with
money
all the
we're
money.
making.